I'm 81 years old now. I live alone in a small flat that gets morning light if the curtains are open early enough. Most days they are. People hear that and lower their voice when they speak to me like I've just told them something tragic. Living alone, as if loneliness is already decided, as if it's waiting in the room with me. The truth is quieter than that, and heavier. I've lost people, a wife, friends, a brother. Some drifted away before they died. Others stayed until the end and then left all at once. Time has thinned my life the way water wears down stone. Not violently, just steadily. I'm telling you this because I don't have much time left to tell much of anything, and because I wish I had heard something like this when I was younger, even though I probably wouldn't have listened. When I was in my 20s and 30s, I was rarely alone. I married young. We had a modest life. I worked long hours, not because I loved the work, but because that's what a man was supposed to do. I came home tired. We ate dinner. We talked about ordinary things, bills, groceries, someone at work who annoyed me. I assumed those evenings were endless, that the rhythm of them would just continue, because why wouldn't they? I didn't realize I was already practicing for being alone, not intentionally, just through small habits. Staying late instead of coming home early, saying, "We'll talk this weekend." Letting silence stretch because it felt harmless. You don't notice erosion while it's happening. That's the first thing I learned too late, and the first thing I'll tell you. Being alone isn't what makes you lonely. Avoiding presence does. I live alone now, yes, but I don't avoid my own life anymore. I sit with it. I notice when the kettle boils. I eat without distractions. I don't rush quiet away. Loneliness feeds on avoidance. When you stop running from stillness, it loses some of its power. Back then, I thought staying busy was noble, productive, responsible. I thought rest was something you earned later. I didn't know later has a habit of shrinking. In my 40s, friendships thinned. Not dramatically, just fewer phone calls, fewer shared meals. Everyone was busy. Everyone assumed someone else would reach out. That's the second thing I learned. Friendships don't end loudly. They end through politeness. You don't fight. You don't argue. You just say, "Let's do this again soon," and then you don't. Years later, you wonder why no one calls, forgetting the part where you also stop dialing. Now, I keep a small list of people I speak to. It's written down. Not because I'm organized, but because memory fades. I call them even when I don't have news, especially then. You don't need a reason to remind someone you still exist. The cost of not doing that doesn't show up right away. It shows up decades later, when your phone stays quiet and you can't trace exactly when it happened. The third thing I learned came from loss. My wife died on a Tuesday, ordinary day. I remember the weather more clearly than the conversation that morning. We had spoken about groceries or laundry, something unimportant enough that I assumed we'd have more chances. After she was gone, the flat felt wrong. Too large in some places, too small in others. I realized how much of my life had been shared without my noticing. How many things I never learned to do alone because I never thought I'd have to. Here's the thing no one likes to admit. Depending entirely on one person for connection is a quiet risk. Love is necessary. Deep love is rare and precious. But when you let one relationship become the only place your emotional life exists, you don't notice the narrowing until it collapses. Now, I have routines that belong only to me. A chair by the window, a walk at the same time every afternoon. These aren't distractions. They're anchors. They remind me I'm still here, even when no one is watching. That's the fourth thing. Structure is not the enemy of freedom. It's what keeps days from dissolving. When you live alone, hours can blur, meals can disappear, days can pass without shape. I don't fill my time to feel important. I give it edges so it doesn't swallow itself. The turning point for me wasn't just my wife's death. It was the realization months later that I had been waiting to feel better before re-entering life, waiting to be less sad, waiting to be ready. Readiness doesn't come. That's the fifth thing and the hardest. If you wait to feel whole again before living, you will wait forever. I don't mean forcing happiness. I mean showing up anyway, sitting in the park, going to the market, speaking to the cashier like a human being instead of a transaction. Small moments matter more when they're all you have left. There are things that cannot be fixed now. I will never be a young husband again. I will never hear my wife's voice from another room. Accepting that doesn't make me bitter. It makes me careful. Careful with time, careful with attention, careful with the people who still answer when I call. If you're listening to this and you're younger, I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm just telling you what I see from here. It helps these quiet stories find other people who might need them. And if you want to hear more thoughts from someone near the end of the road, you can subscribe. I'll be here as long as I'm able, speaking honestly while I still can. Living alone doesn't mean your life is empty. It means it's honest. There's nowhere to hide from yourself. That can be frightening. It can also be peaceful. I don't have many years left. I know that. I wake up with it. I go to sleep with it. It doesn't scare me the way it used to. I just wish I had understood sooner that presence is not automatic. It's a choice you make again and again while you still can. That's what I do now. And for the time I have left, it's enough.